Hi guys, welcome to the Culinary Quest by Ibtisam. I am Ibtisam. So today I'm going to present a recipe which is a creation, a brainchild of a complete chocoholic obsessed person like me. So I'm going to make special cupcakes that are going to be completely flavored by Nutella. I'm going to make Nutella frosting for it, and it's going to be topped with hazelnut. But the best part is that this cupcakes is centered with a nice piece of Ferrero Rochers. Yeah, you can call it complete indulgence. I love it because I love Nutella, I love Ferrero Rochers, I love hazelnuts, I love the mixture. What is there not to like in this recipe? Do follow me, do like my page, do subscribe to my channel for such great indulgent recipes. And if you make it, do let me know how it is. For now, I'm going to hit the market and then the kitchen and show you how it's done. Shopping, and let me go through the ingredients quickly. A box of yummy Ferrero Rochers. I have 100 grams of unsalted white butter. It's at room temperature, so it's a little soft. I have 100 grams of castor white sugar, 100 grams of brown sugar, 100 grams of Nutella, 4 eggs, room temperature. I have a fresh vanilla bean pod, half of it, maybe just this much, should be fine. I have half a teaspoon of cocoa powder. The reason why I put cocoa powder in my mixture is because it gives a nice dense color to the dough and to the cake basically. And I have a half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I have the mold here, a little bit of powdered hazelnut that I got from the market today, the lovely fresh ones. And I have Nutella. This is basically for some encouragement and for some happiness while looking at it. Yeah, this is what I'm making. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, and I have 200 grams of all-purpose flour. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to mix all the dry ingredients together, and I have my little chef who's going to help me out with the recipe. I'm going to first mix the dry ingredients, and my little chef is going to mix it for me. Actually, I'm just going to keep adding stuff to it. So we have 200 grams of all-purpose flour right here. To this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt, we're going to add the cocoa powder. Like I said, the cocoa powder only I add because I want the color to be nice and dense and more chocolatey. And can I just give it a mix? So we've mixed the dry ingredients over here, which was the baking powder, the flour and the cocoa powder and the salt. So I'm going to set this aside for now, and I'm going to get my blender in place. Baby, can you get that bowl? Now I'm going to start mixing everything together one by one. So in this bowl, I'm going to first take the butter. I'll add the butter. Yeah. It is yummy. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a beautiful, lustrous cake? Thick and dense and just melts in your mouth and gives the taste of Nutella. Yeah, I know, it's insane. So I add to this the castor sugar, and then we add the brown sugar. Baby, get the whole thing in. So we got the sugars in, both of them. There you go. Thank you. And now we give it a mix until they cream up. So the mixture looks nice and creamy now, and we are super excited to add the other ingredients. First, we're going to add the 2 eggs. So there goes in the 2 eggs. Why don't we give it a nice mix once we add 2 eggs to it? So now I'll keep adding all the other ingredients. I'm going to add the other 2 eggs. So we have 2 eggs in here, and to this I'm going to add the vanilla pod. So how you really do it is you split the vanilla into half. You can even use vanilla essence. Now if you're using vanilla essence, get around half a teaspoon of vanilla essence, that should do. Now we're going to get all the nice seeds from inside. This is where the essence is. This is what has the beautiful vanilla smell in the vanilla pod. So I'm getting all the lovely vanilla seeds out of it. Once you've added the vanilla, we're going to finally add the Nutella. So we have around 100 grams of Nutella here that goes in thick. Goodness, how can Nutella ever go wrong? The reason why I'm repeating it is because I love it. So here I have all the Nutella in. I'm going to make sure that I get each and every last drop of it inside. That's right, each and every last drop of it inside. You have to wait. She cannot contain her excitement, and frankly speaking, who can? So I have the mix here. Baby, why don't you give it a mix? So once this blends in very nicely, becomes nice and creamy and extremely edible at this stage itself, but don't eat it right now. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to add the flour, the cocoa powder and the baking powder mixture to this now. I'll get this in. And preferably you add it slowly, give it a mix, and then add the rest of the ingredient. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this mix looks lovely, chocolatey, Nutella-y, and I don't know what you want to call it, but I would call it pure bliss. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my muffin tray with these lovely muffin sheets that I have. My little chef helping me out. Once I have half the muffin shell with the batter, with the cake mix, we're going to, like I promised, center it with the Ferrero Rochers. Like this. This is how we put the Ferrero Rochers in. One by one. Thank you so much. Just like that. Just like that. You can give it a little push, just a little push, so that it goes a little more till, you know, makes it more centered. Now I'm going to fill the cupcakes till the top. Just like that. Just scoop it up and put it on. Scoop it up and put it on. We've lined our muffin tray. It looks great. It looks amazing. I'm going to put this in the oven now. So we preheated the oven at 180 degrees Celsius, and it's been preheating since the beginning of the recipe. So that's exactly when we preheated. So I'm going to put this lovely tray inside the oven now. We have the cupcakes baking away and they look lovely. They're fluffing up quite well. In the meantime, I'm going to make the Nutella buttercream frosting. So for that, I have 100 grams of unsalted white butter, 100 grams of castor sugar, 200 grams of Nutella, and a dash of milk, just a tad bit. I'm going to top it off with these hazelnuts. They are finely chopped. And so I'm going to start with making the frosting now. We get the butter in, we get the sugar in, and we mix it up. We mix this up first. So once they cream up together quite well, I will add the Nutella in. Talk about complete indulgence. This is where you get your complete total indulgence. So after we get this in, now we mix it up even the better until it becomes nice and fluffy, so that we have a nice creamy fluffy frosting for our cupcake. Let's give it a mix. The frosting is done. Once it's nice and creamy, I'm going to fill this up in the piping bag. Now before I fill this up actually in the piping bag, I like a mixture of dark and white. So I'm going to take just pure Nutella and I'm going to line the piping bag up like this, a little bit on the sides, just like that. So the frosting that's going to come out will have a little bit of the buttercream frosting and a little bit of the Nutella. So fill this piping bag up with the frosting. So once my frosting is in the piping bag, I'm going to keep this aside. My muffins are baked. They look great, nice and chocolatey. The best way to test your muffin is through the toothpick technique. So we have a toothpick. Center over here, we take it out and it's perfect. So we shift these nice and warm cupcakes on this cooling rack. So you guys, I'm not that good with frosting, but I've managed whatever I can. Now I'm going to top it up with a little bit of hazelnut. This is how we complete it. This is how we get our hazelnut on top. This is how it looks from the center. You can see the lovely hazelnut and the Ferrero Rocher in the middle. So our cupcakes are done. They look lovely, they smell lovely. And I'm going to make my little girl taste a little bit because she is my food critique as well. She gives me her honest opinion. Get sloppy with it. How is it, baby? So we had a super time making these awesome luscious, completely indulgent and absolutely guilt-full awesome Nutella cupcake. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and now I'm enjoying tasting it. Let me know how it was and keep tuned to my channel, subscribe to it, and I'll share more such great recipes with you.